Welcome to the Etsy Conversations podcast, featuring inspiring interviews with Etsy shop owners, hosted by Ijama Elazu.
Hi, and welcome to another episode of the Etsy Conversations podcast. I'm your host, Ijama. Thank you for joining me for this week's episode. This week, I have a very special guest on because we're going to focus on helping you grow your Etsy shop outside of your Etsy shop per se. We've talked about email marketing, and if you've listened to the podcast, you know I hardly know anything about it and don't have very much good information. So this week, I am so happy to have as my guest Jenna Bagley. She is the advocate manager at AWeber, which is an email service provider, and we're going to be talking all about email marketing, but not just in general, specifically for you as an Etsy seller. Jenna, thank you so much for being my guest and welcome to the podcast.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm really excited to be here and kind of talk about all the things email marketing and how it relates to our Etsy shop owners listening.
I am too, because this is a topic that comes up in almost all the conversations I have here on the podcast with sellers is emailing and how we're growing our relationships with our customers. And historically, Etsy didn't make it really easy for us to stay connected to our customers, but now there are ways that we can do that, and it's easier. And I've heard around the way, if you will, that the magic is in our email list. And so I really am happy to get to share information specifically for Etsy sellers, how to grow our email lists, how to stay connected with our customers and grow our business through repeat business and just being good about communicating with our customers.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, email marketing is really one of the most effective forms of marketing. And so, if you're not using email to connect with your current customers and attracting new customers, then you're definitely leaving sales on the table. And so, today, my goal is to really help everyone listening come up with some really great ideas of how to integrate email marketing into what they're already doing.
Okay. And the other thing I think about too with Etsy, and I want us as sellers to kind of break out of that thought pattern, is that the customers who come to Etsy are not ours. They belong to Etsy, but they're buying our products. And I think if we start thinking of them differently as not just that they're Etsy's customers, but they're ours because they're our products they're buying, perhaps we can start to relate to them differently.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they were attracted to your product for a reason, and it was because of you and the value that they perceive that your product or service is going to, help make their lives easier. And so you really should connect with those people again and again because they've already seen what you offer. They've made a purchase, and it's so much easier to get a repeat customer than to market for a completely new customer. And email marketing really is all about maintaining and creating relationships and building trust. And so I'm excited to kind of dive into some practical and tactical ways that you can do that with email marketing.
Okay, great. So let's start off with AWeber and how AWeber helps us to do that.
Sure. So AWeber, we have been around since 1998. We are a leading email marketing solution, and we do a lot more than just email marketing. We have landing pages, and we have kind of really focus our attention on solutions for business owners and entrepreneurs and solopreneurs, and kind of taking the complication out of email. And we do that in a lot of ways, but we really focus on our customers, and we've heard how intimidating email marketing can be, and a lot of people don't know where to start or what to do first. And so we've really kind of made it our mission to not only offer these services, but really educate and support all the people using our solution. And, so something that really sets us apart is our 24/7 customer solutions
Mm.
that that's available to every single person using our solution. So that's something that's really, really important to us, is not only saying like, here's something that you can use to email your customers, but we're going to be with you every step of the way as well.
What does that customer support look like if I'm creating something to send to my mailing list and it's 10 p.m. my time? Is that support in the form of a ticket or a live chat or an email? How does it work?
Yeah, that's a great question. So we actually offer support through phone, email, and live chat. And so whatever
Mhm.
medium is, whatever you're most comfortable with, it's available for you. And we know that, small businesses and entrepreneurs, we're not working normal like 9 to 5,
Mhm.
shifts like most people,
Mhm.
right? We're working all hours of the day, wherever we can fit it in. A lot of us have other things, like families and other projects that we're working on. So we recognize that and we want to make sure that we're available to everyone whenever they need help in real time. So we do have 24/7 live support, where you can reach out to us at any time of day and get your questions answered really quickly.
Okay, I'm 100% impressed right now because I was hoping for live chat, but then you said phone. Nobody picks up the phone anymore. Everybody just wants to talk electronically. So that's kind of impressive.
Yeah, no, and we love being able to offer that. Like I know for me, like when I just want a quick question answered, I want to pick up the phone and
Yeah.
get it done and hang up. And so we do have phone support Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern time.
Okay.
But we have our live chat and our email ticket support available all hours of the day or night. And we also have customers from all over the globe. And so we want to make sure that we're available to them, as well. So customer solutions and our support is really core to our DNA here at AWeber, and we're really
Okay.
proud to offer that to all of our customers, whether you're a free customer or you're a paying customer. So that's something that really, really sets us apart from our competition.
Okay. All right, great. Okay. So for anyone who is new to AWeber, what are some first steps that we can take to getting comfortable with this new platform? Are there tutorials that we can watch, or is it pretty self-explanatory once we get into the system?
Yeah, I mean, I think that really depends on your level of experience. If it's someone who's already doing email marketing and you want to come over to AWeber, we will actually do all the heavy lifting for you. So we will import all of your subscribers, we'll rebuild your sign up forms, your landing pages. We'll even replicate all of your automated sequences, or what we call campaigns. And we'll do that all for you for free. So if you are on another email provider and you're not happy and you want to give us a try and let us do everything for you, and then it's pretty intuitive. we've
Mhm.
we've really tried to make things as simple as possible for our customers so they can hit the ground running as soon as possible. Now, for someone who might be brand new to email marketing, aside from our 24/7 support, we do have a really great blog with tips and tricks. We have our weekly newsletter. We have on demand webinars, and we have a really robust knowledge base. So
Mm.
if you are more of a self learner and you like to learn things at your own pace, you could go to our knowledge base, and there is an article for everything, and they'll walk you through step by step. And if you're someone that likes, someone to walk alongside you to help you, then that's where our customer solutions team comes into play.
Okay. Wow. And what does all this cost? Let's get that out of the way.
Sure. So we have AWeber free. So for
Yes.
anyone just starting out their shop or their business or a new project, or maybe they're brand new to email marketing,
Mhm.
AWeber free is perfect for you. And it helps you get your email marketing campaigns up and running. And so for up to 500 subscribers, it is absolutely free. There's no time restrictions, and you don't even need a credit card. So we've really reduced the barriers
Mm.
to getting started with email marketing. All you need is your name and your email, and you can try AWeber for free for as long as you need. And then for those who maybe have a larger audience or need some more advanced features, we have AWeber Pro,
Okay.
and that starts at $19 a month for up to 500 subscribers, and that will unlock every single feature that we have. And there's different pricing tiers based on your subscriber tier. So as you're just getting started, you can start for free and then grow as your business grows. So
Okay.
whether you're a beginner, intermediate, or advanced in email marketing, we have AWeber Free or AWeber Pro to choose from.
Okay. And if you start off with a free account, do you still get the same customer support uh as someone who's paying?
Absolutely.
Great. Okay, good. All right. So we have our account set up and ready. And for if you're listening and you do want to go check it out, give AWeber a try, go to convome.aweber.com. That's convome, CONVOME .aweber, AWEBER.com. And you can sign up there. One of the things that I know we as Etsy sellers struggle with is what to say to our customers and to the people on our mailing list. As sellers, the first and most natural thing that comes to us is, here's what's new in my shop. This is the new thing I'm selling, or I'm having a sale, or buy this. But as a recipient, we know that you don't just want to constantly be barraged with buy this, buy this, buy this. So what are some of the ways that Etsy sellers can use email marketing outside of just promoting our products?
Yeah, I mean, I would say that what you want to accomplish with email marketing is really maintaining that relationship. And so you want to send content that's going to be relevant and valuable to the reader. And there's a lot of ways you can accomplish that. And I would say, first and foremost, before you kind of develop a content strategy, you want to make sure that well, first of all, that you have your Etsy shop integrated with AWeber, but then
Okay.
also you want to make sure that there's a way um, for potential customers to sign up for your mailing list. And then you want to have a welcome email. That is super important. In email marketing, technically, your welcome email is the one that's most likely to be opened. It'll have the
Mm,
highest open rate of any other email you send, typically, is what we see.
okay.
And so you want to make sure that you are setting the stage for anyone that's subscribing to your list and sending them a welcome email. And that's going to accomplish a lot of things. It's going to introduce yourself. You can share a little bit about you and your why and how their products might help solve a problem or be related to interests that they have. Um, but it also kind of sets the expectations, as in, what kind of content are they going to get from you, and how often are you going to be sending emails? And so if you are giving that information up front, they're going to be much more bought in and excited to see emails come to their inbox from you. And so I see this mistake a lot, is where people have email lists, and when someone signs up, nothing happens. And people are much more excited and engaged when they first join your list or when they first purchase a product from you. And so you want to make sure that you're delivering something right away and kind of capitalize on that excitement. And if you wait too long, they might have forgotten about you. And a lot of uh, the benefits of email marketing is staying top of mind and keeping your shop top of mind.
Yeah.
So I would say, always have a welcome email. that sets the stage and the tone and gets them excited to open your future emails. And then you can kind of come up with some really cool content ideas that are relevant to maybe something that they purchased. So it could be a thank you for your purchase. It could be like, hey, you loved this product, maybe you'll love this one. Or it could even be exclusive offers to people just in your email list that makes them feel super special. So those are just a couple ideas, but another one that I think is exciting that maybe people overlook is sending content that has nothing to do with buying your product, but maybe giving them a sneak peek into what your business or your shop is all about. So, how about like a behind the scenes of your Etsy shop? People love seeing kind of like behind the curtain.
Mm-hmm.
And so, sending pictures of, things like maybe of supplies or your workspace, kind of give them a sneak peek into your product creation process or how your shipping works, or even like a day in the life. Those are some really easy kind of content ideas because it's all your day in and day out things. So that's something that I think could be really creative and something that one of your subscribers would love to see.
Okay. Jenna, you just hurt my heart because what if you've already made the mistake of not having that welcome email? Is there any way to redeem oneself if you have a list already and you never had that welcome, email? Can you just go back and start again?
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, you can always go back and send them valuable content. And so it
Okay.
might, if they're already on your list, it's probably not relevant to send them a welcome email,
Yeah.
but you can send them a regular newsletter or an email just saying like, hey, like, remember me, and kind of frame it differently, right? It's not going to be a welcome to my list because they're going to be like, oh, I've been on your list for 6 months and you're just now
Yeah.
welcoming me. So I would say in that case, you want to send them a message and maybe not even talk about your products or anything, but just say like, thank you for being a loyal subscriber, and frame it that way.
Okay.
And then in there, you could say, hey, I don't know if you knew this about me, but I started my shop because, and, fill in the blank.
Oh,
And you could
nice.
say, if you've been on my, like, if you've been around for a while, I send all sorts of valuable content. And today I wanted to share this with you. So, you could start sending the welcome email with your new subscribers, but with your existing subscribers, I would just send them a message just saying like, hey, thanks for being along on my journey, and I wanted to send you this special note today. So
Okay.
there's definitely a way to redeem yourself.
Okay. Oh, good.
And you can even take it a step further and kind of phrase it as like loyalty emails. So maybe you're
Okay.
going to recognize, significant anniversaries with your subscribers, or send them a special email for a milestone, let them know you value their support.
Mhm.
Um, so you could get really creative. It could be like, hey, I know you're following me on email, but did you know I have, a Pinterest page or Facebook? You could drive them somewhere else.
Okay.
So I would say definitely get started for your new subscribers and make your existing subscribers feel really, really special.
Okay. Now, one of the things that AWeber makes easy for Etsy sellers is you have some custom templates for Etsy sellers.
We do, yes. So, one of the things that's really important to us is doing about 90% of the work for you so that you can leave 10% to like the really fun things like personalization and adding
Mhm.
in your own branding and things like that. But we have done a lot of the work for you in terms of pre-built templates. So we have a couple email templates that are definitely Etsy inspired, and they're
Okay.
already in everyone's AWeber account. And what you do is just kind of fill in the blanks with your own shop information. But this is a great way to kind of save yourself time. And if you're not, you know, someone who maybe is very email design, skilled, this is something that the experts here at AWeber, we've already done for you. And they're beautiful templates that you can add your branding to. And it's very easy to just interchange some pictures and the copy. And you can change the colors too to match your shop. But we're really excited that we offer not only email templates, but we also offer landing page templates. So a landing page, instead of having like a big, robust website, it's just one web page where usually it has one call to action. So that landing page can drive people back to your Etsy shop, or it could drive them, to your blog or wherever you want them to go. And it can also collect their email information to be added to their list. So, we've already kind of pre-built things for our Etsy shop owners to help them save a lot of time in their account.
So these landing pages, where do they sit?
Do you mean inside of AWeber or?
Yeah. So like if a seller was to set up a landing page, where would he or she put it? Like, does it go on a website, or can we link to it from somewhere so that we can send people to it to do whatever the goal of that page is?
Yeah. So when you build a landing page inside of AWeber, you'll receive a link. And that link can be posted anywhere that you post, text or HTML. So you could have that, you could share that in your email. You could share that on your social. You could share that on Instagram. So really, the possibilities are endless, but it's just another way to promote your shop where you have a landing page that's outside of Etsy, that's somewhere that you can promote and have them take one specific action. So the most successful landing pages are one that has one clear action that you want that visitor to take. So whether that's signing up for your email list, or maybe downloading a lead magnet, like maybe it's a helpful PDF or a checklist.
Nice. Yeah.
So yeah, that's the best way to get people to join your email list, is to have something of value in exchange for their email list. Because I'll tell you what, most people, they don't want to join email lists. They just don't, right?
Yeah.
But what they do want is they want you to solve a problem that they have, or to provide something of value to them. So by having a landing page, you can incentivize people to join your email list in exchange for whatever that is. So for someone selling products or even services, it could even be a quick checklist of all the things that you need during this season,
right,
or whatever applies to your specific page. Or if you also have a blog or a podcast, maybe you're curating content that you've already created. So you could have, here are my top 5 podcast episodes, and you could have it in a downloadable, and then that way they can go right to your top 5 podcasts and listen to those specific ones. Or maybe it's maybe it's a curated list of, here are all of the podcasts where I talk about this topic. Right. So the idea is making life easier for them, and they're going to give you their email in exchange for that. So there's so many possibilities, but just keep it really simple and think about who your ideal customer is. We all have different ideal customers, right? So you want to think about what's going to resonate with your specific ideal customer, because it's not going to be the same lead magnet for every single person.
Okay, that does make sense. Now, within the AWeber platform, AWeber has a drag and drop product editor. And what are some of the key features that would benefit Etsy sellers when using that to create newsletters or campaigns or marketing materials for people on our list?
Yeah, so our drag and drop message editor makes it really easy to create emails. And, another thing that we always hear from people is like, oh, I don't know where to even start putting an email together.
Mm-hmm.
And so with our drag and drop message editor, we've kind of taken the guesswork out of it. And so we have different elements that you can add, whether it's an image or maybe, text like a paragraph or a headline, maybe it's a video. We also have what we call our product block, and you can drag over that element right into the email. And what happens is it'll pop up the option for you to, this is really cool for Etsy sellers. It will pop up the option for you to select from your products in your Etsy shop. And then the details of your product will load directly into the email. And so it will bring over the product image, the description, the price. So it's super easy to highlight specific products right inside your email using
Wow.
our drag and drop message editor.
And then does that link directly back to the listing? So if someone is interested in that, it takes them to the listing in Etsy?
It does, yes.
Great. Nice. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm just envisioning it.
No problem. Yeah, it's super exciting. And,
Yeah.
it's something that will definitely make sending emails a lot easier for you.
And just as a reminder, one of the reasons this works is because AWeber has an Etsy integration. So once you do create your account in AWeber, even free, you integrate it with your Etsy shop, and then all this is drag and drop or plug and play. Is that right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
So you can connect AWeber to your Etsy account, and it makes it super easy to use email marketing within your Etsy shop. And you'll be ready to start sending emails to new customers, and then you can market your products that you're selling within the email. So yeah, you can definitely grow your email list by adding your customers to your list when they make a purchase. You just want to make sure it's very clear with your customers that they'll be added to the list. You want to make sure you're following Etsy policies
Yes.
and getting permission for them to be added to your list and to receive marketing messages from you. So
Yes.
just make sure you abide by all of that. But yeah, you can easily pull your Etsy products and your product descriptions right into your email. It's going to make your life so much easier.
Oh, yeah, big time. You don't have to download an image, then upload it, then put the URL or any of that to link back. Easy. Okay, so there's another thing that I hear a lot about when it comes to email marketing and sending newsletters. It's tags. Can you tell us what are tags? How do we use them? Why should we be using them? What's the deal with tags?
Yeah, so tags are like phrases or keywords that you would assign to one of your email subscribers. And that helps you send really like uber focused or relevant content to them. So anytime a shopper buys your product and opts in to receive content, they're going to be added to your subscriber list in AWeber. That will happen whether you're free or pro. And that means, anytime you want to contact your customers, all you have to do is email within AWeber. Now, for AWeber Pro customers, there's a little bit more advanced functionality with personalization. So that comes in the form of tag support. And so there's quite a few cool things that you can do with our Etsy integration with tag support. Mm-hmm. So you can apply single or multiple tags based on their behavior or purchase products. You could view a particular product's unique tags like at a glance inside of AWeber. And kind of why you would use this, right, is you could turn your first-time buyers into second and third and fourth and repeat customers. And you could send them incentives or coupons or free content based on what they've purchased. So email marketing is most successful when you're sending really relevant information to them. So like say I bought a like a dog bowl, right? Like a pretty handmade dog bowl.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't be sending me stuff for cats, right? Because you know I
Right.
have a dog, and you're going to be sending me more products for my pup.
Yeah.
You're not going to be sending me things that you don't know if I even have a cat. You know I have a dog though.
Yeah.
And like just like if I'm buying, like right now I'm moving, and so I'm looking at a lot of decor for my new house, and I'm looking at a lot of like handmade or farmhouse or vintage kind of decor. If
Mm-hmm.
I bought something like that, you're not going to send me emails on like something that's more modern or minimalistic. You're going to send me things that kind of vibe with that farmhouse decor feel
Yeah.
from your shop. And so you want to make sure that you're sending things that you know that your customers are going to be interested in. For example, I got an email from someone who I'm subscribed to their list, and they sent me an email that says makeup tips for women over 60. Well, I'm not a woman over 60, so I didn't open that email.
Right.
And so you can see how being super specific but sending it to the right audience is
Yeah.
going to help your open rates and your overall email success.
Okay, that makes sense.
It's
How?
also going to help you automate campaigns too. So
Okay.
you can trigger campaigns based on different purchases. So going back to my farmhouse example, if I bought a farmhouse sign from you, you could put me in a specific email sequence where you're sending me maybe once a week new products that relate to that. Um, and so, like, instead of sending general products to your entire list, maybe you're sending, different segments of people, different messages, because
Mm.
you know that they've purchased that in the past, that they're more likely to purchase that same type of product.
Okay.
So, if someone bought a jacket from you, if you sell clothing, you know they like outerwear. That's another example of someone where you could send them really specific things from your store based on previous purchases. Or you could send a coupon for a specific item that you know that they might like based on what they previously purchased. So there's a lot of powerful things that
Mm.
you can do with tags.
And just for a quick explanation, when you say campaign, is that like a series of emails that you've set up to go out in response to a specific, well, not in response to, but to a specific group of subscribers?
Yeah, so there's two different kinds of emails that you could send. You
Okay.
could send a one-time broadcast, which is, think of it like a newsletter. Like maybe you send a weekly or a monthly newsletter. It's one email that you send at one time to either everyone on your list or a specific segment on your list.
Okay.
And then there are what we call campaigns or automated sequences. This could be one email, it could be multiple emails in your sequence or your campaign. And that is going to be something that's automatically triggered. So you could set it to be triggered by a new subscriber, and that would trigger automatically your welcome email that we talked about earlier. We
Yeah.
don't want you doing manual things. We want to make sure you're working smart. And so
Yeah.
every time someone subscribes to your list in this example, the welcome email would be automatically fired off to them.
Okay.
Then you could also start a campaign based on a specific tag. So if you know that someone made a purchase, right, you could automatically trigger a campaign that's thanks for your email. And then the second email automatically would send maybe a day or two or a week later that says, here are some ideas on how to use that product that you
Oh,
purchased.
right.
Or maybe the third email is, hey, since you like this, maybe you would like that. And so you could set these automated emails up ahead of time so that depending on where people are in their journey, they're
Mhm.
going to get that email, as relevant to them.
Yeah.
So it's not like you're manually sending emails.
Right.
You're doing it in a very smart and efficient way.
Okay.
So did that answer your
It did.
question?
Yes,
Okay,
it
cool.
did. Yeah. Now with the tags, how labor and time intensive is it to set them all up?
So with the AWeber and Etsy integration,
Mhm.
when you're on our pro plan, there is advanced settings that you can go to, and you can say, when someone buys this product, apply this tag. So,
Mm.
going back to my outerwear example, if someone buys a jacket, I could be, kind of more general, or I could be super specific. So I could say, anytime someone buys this product, and you're going to set this up in your AWeber account,
Mhm.
if they buy this product or this listing, apply this tag. So if they buy red jacket, apply the tag red jacket. And
Okay.
those are just examples, but you're going to set that up so that the tags are automatically applied when they purchase the listing.
Oh.
So it's not like
Yes.
it might take some time to get it set up initially,
Mhm.
but then after it's set up, it's kind of set it and forget it.
Yeah.
And then you can also set your campaigns to trigger on those tags. So it's really, all done via automation, which
Okay.
is going to save you a lot of time. And I know a lot of people that send manual emails, and that's fine if you're really small, but if you want to scale your business, you
Yeah.
need to start using automation,
Yeah.
and it's going to be a lifesaver for you.
Okay. Yeah, no, that makes perfect sense. And I wanted to just clarify that for anyone who might be wondering, well, how much time is it going to take for me to do this for every product? And yes, I always usually in the beginning when you're setting up automations, you need to focus some time on actually getting everything set up, and then once you have a smooth running machine, you barely have to think about it. All you're going to do from that point forward is responding. So if somebody does, end up buying, then you handle the sale, or if they have questions and they ask, then you can respond to those, but you're not constantly running between doing all this manually and handling your own customer support, etc.
Exactly, yes. And so you want to make sure that you are um, doing things that are automated to allow you time to create the product and ship the product and do all the other marketing and all the other things that you're doing. And so you want to make sure that you've set up as much automation as possible to allow you time to do all those other things.
Mhm.
I always joke that especially in our Etsy shop owners, like, you guys did not become Etsy shop owners so you could email people. Like, it's a part of the job that's going to help you grow and attract new customers and get repeat customers.
Yes.
But that's not why you started your shop. You had a
Yeah.
passion for your what you're creating. And so let us do all of the hard work for you and leave the 10% of the fun uh, to you.
Yeah. I like that. Okay, Jenna, I think that has been some very helpful information. As we wrap up, what final words of just encouragement or motivation to get going on email marketing can you share with? And I think you actually just did that. We as Etsy sellers did not get into what we do to send emails. But is there anything more you can add or share? Um, it could be about AWeber, maybe something we haven't touched on. Just to wrap up.
I would just say get started. So if you're an Etsy shop owner, obviously your goal is to grow your business. Let us help you do that. And if you're intimidated, if you're overwhelmed, that's okay. But just get started. You kind of have to take that leap. And your email marketing is going to evolve over time, and you're going to get more skilled at it, and you're going to get better, and you're going to figure out what works and what doesn't work. But you have to get started. And there's going to be things that you're going to test and tweak, and that's all part of the process.
Mm-hmm.
But you know the email marketing is available to everyone. We have our free plan, we have our pro plan. So there's no reason why you shouldn't just dip your feet into it, see those wins, see those customers come back to you, see those relationships grow and build, and turn your customers into like a raving fan base.
Yeah.
So, the first thing is just get started. Okay. We'll help you. We'll be there with you along the way, whether it's through our support or our webinars. But done is better than perfect. So just do it. That's my best advice. Just do it.
Thank you. I think that's great advice. Because you're right. If you don't start, you can never get better. You can never figure out where you need to grow or fix things. And so I like that.
And don't forget to ask for help. It's okay not to be the expert on everything. We're the email marketing experts, so lean on us and reach out if you need anything. We are here to see you guys succeed. So please, please, please ask away.
Okay. And I love that you are there 24/7, because even selling on Etsy, sometimes, as sellers, we know it's hard to get support from Etsy because it's not always available. So just knowing, and for me, that's an important thing, is knowing that if I'm up working late and I run into an issue, there's someone I can ask. There's somewhere I can get help and know I can go on. Because sometimes, as an entrepreneur, there's some things that just keep you up. Like, okay, I can't get past this point, so I have to go to sleep. But then it's at the back of your mind, like, I just wish I could do that. How do I fix that? So just having that constant support and knowing that, there's someone there to help get through the hard spots is very good to know.
Yeah, definitely.
So again, to sign up free of charge, no credit card needed with AWeber, go to convome.aweber.com. I will have a link in the show notes for this episode. You can go ahead, set up your account. If you're struggling with migration from another email provider, you don't have to. They will migrate you. There's a team that does the migrations, and it's all included in your either your free or your pro account. And let me know how AWeber is working out for you. I will keep you posted on the podcast as well, because I always say email is like where I get stuck. And so I've gotten some good ideas from Jenna about just how to use email marketing. I've known it's a very powerful thing, but just, the work of it. So knowing that there's a big chunk of what has made it a roadblock for me taken away is helpful. And I hope it will be helpful for you as well. Jenna, thank you so much for being my guest and for sharing all this information and educating us about AWeber. Like I said, it's not one of the email providers I've talked much about, or maybe even at all, on the podcast. So I'm so glad that you could come on and educate us about this and just tell us how, as Etsy sellers specifically, this particular tool has been created and tweaked to make our lives easier.
Yes, thanks so much for having me. It's been really fun.
You are welcome. And I thank you for listening to this episode of the podcast. If you need to get in touch with me, go to convome.com and you can use the contact form there. If you want to connect with me on social media, Instagram is probably the best place right now at Convome Podcast. And I will be back with another episode next week.
Thank you for listening. You can subscribe to the podcast in iTunes, and while you're there, please leave a review too. Visit convome.com to leave a comment or feedback on this episode.